there, Latin 1. Here we are, chapter 26, a grim lesson. So let's start with the vocabulary and the glossary. It's probably going to be a couple videos of that because there are several chapters or several pages of vocabulary for you. So the first one we see atrium, atrii, and that is the Latin word for atrium. That's where we get an atrium from. So an atrium is a central room with an open ceiling, and it's used for entertaining guests in the summer because you get actual airflow, which is nice. It's also the place where you put a body before you go burn it, so people can pay their respects because, again, it's open air, so it doesn't stink up the place. Nisi. Nisi. This means unless or except. There's a few other things that it means, but it basically means that. Sine. Sid space. Sine. Sine means without, and it's ablative of separation. Custos custodis. Custos custodis. This means guard. Custodian, one who guards you. That's the job of a custodian, is to keep the place safe, so clean up your own garbage. Bona bonorum. Bona bonorum. Now, this is a neuter plural, and it means goods, as in like the goods that you own or the goods that you sell. Okay, it always occurs in the plural. It's a neuter plural. One of my favorite words, non numquam. Non numquam. So we had numquam, which means never. We have umquam, which means ever. Now we have non numquam, which means not never. Another word for that would be sometimes. Postridie. Postridie, which is on the following day. Okay. Yakeo, yakere, yakui, yakiturum. Now, this is different than yakio, yakura. Be careful. This means yakeo, yakere is to lie down. Okay. So to lie, actually, which is, not to tell a mistruth or an untruth, but to actually, put your body flat on a surface. I got nothing in English for it. I'm sure there is something, but nothing I can recall. Then praido praidonis. Praido praidonis. What I love about this is it's actually do dare, which is to give, and prai, which means in front of. So it's the guy who steps in front of giving. In other words, a thief. Let's see. Nokeo nokere nokui nokiturum. This means to do harm to. So cross out just the word harm and leave it as to do harm to. And it will always take a dative. So you're doing harm to somebody. Okay. Ut marco videbatur, literally just translate that as it is. Okay, as they give it to you. Because you'll learn that voice next year. Next one, metus metus. Metus metus. This is a fourth declension noun. It means fear. Okay. Terra terrae. Terra terrae. Now, this means earth or land or ground. And it's where we get words like terrain, terrace, terra firma, terra incognita, terran, when you read your sci-fi. The next one, lutum luti. Lutum luti. And that means mud. I got nothing for you in English, unfortunately. And then they give you aripio, aripara, aripui, areptum. Okay, and we've already seen this a bunch of times, but this is to grab hold of, to snatch, to seize. Okay, and then veto, vetare, vetui, vetitum, which means to forbid. That's where we get the word veto from. Okay, at the bottom, pardon me, at the bottom you see quocum. Quocum means with whom. Turn the page, and we see parvulus aum. Parvulus aum. This means little, like cutesy, because parvus just means small, but this is little, itty bitty, cutesy. Servo, servare, servavi, servatum, which means to save. We've seen that, I think, at least in 2 different reviews. Gladius gladii. I know we saw that with the story of Mucius. That means sword. Oculus oculi. This means eye. Oculus, ocular, occult. Actually, that doesn't have to do with it. And then domi. Domi, translated exactly as it is. It's domus is a weird word. It gets attracted into the second. It's weird. Then we got 4 more verbs there. Okay. Stringo, stringera, stringsi, strictum. This is to draw, as in I'm drawing a sword. And the reason why is because you used to have a piece of string on it that would hold it in place so it wouldn't rattle. So you unstring it. There you go. And it's where you get strict, stricture, stuff like that. Claudo, claudera, clausi, clausu. Okay. This is to close. We saw that before, I believe, just 2 chapters ago. Akidit, akidera, akidit. Now, this verb only occurs in the third person singular. It's defective. It means it happens. Okay? Aperio, aperire, aperui, apertum. This is to open. This is where you get the word aperture. Okay? And that's it for this particular video. Go ahead and read pages 244 to 247 because there's kind of some cool new grammar, or not grammar, but vocab in there as well, and there's some fun reading. All right, I'm going to hit the button.